What is something about your country you're actually really proud of?
We've got the only birds in the world that have won a war against humans. Edit. People are mentioning that at one point there was a war against sparrows in China, among other pests, and they actually lost lives. While this is true, it's a lot more hilarious with Australia because we hunted them down in the backs of utes with LMGs, yet we still didn't win.
60% of the world's polar bears live in Canada. I don't know why, but I'm proud of that. Edit guys, thank for the upvote. For context, if I was to fit all of you who upvoted in the Bell Center hockey arena, some cold to even sit.
Our ability to control water. The work the Dutch put in to make this land livable with the dam systems earns my respect. I'm from Iceland and I have to say that I'm super proud of its nature. I mean, it's definitely special and so unique. Not to brag, but people in my hometown in Serbia have the ability to suck the alcohol out of the deodorant. Edit. I did not think this was gonna blow up. Now my top comment is about sucking deodorant.
When Justin Bieber visited England, he said that based on the way he was treated, he would never come back. We did that.
As an American, I am really proud of our national park system. There are so many amazing natural wonders in the United States, since we are, geographically, such a large country, and the national park system helps keep these wonders alive and available for anyone to visit. Places like Yellowstone, Glacier National Park, and the Grand Canyon are natural wonders. To non-Americans thinking of visiting the United States, skip the touristy places like Disney World or Hollywood. Instead, go visit the national parks. They are amazing. To Americans traveling the country, please do the same. Our country has so many gorgeous and pristine places to visit that aren't choked with millions of tourists, unbearable traffic, and pointless my name on a shopless tchotchkes. Edit to add. If you're curious and unfamiliar, here's some pics of some of the American national parks. Also, for Americans with a disability, you can qualify for you only pay a $10 processing fee, but will have lifetime, free access to the national parks.
Costa Rica. Our beautiful and varied landscapes, everything from tundra to rainforest to deserts. More than 25% of our land is protected by the government or are a refuge for all the animals and biodiversity on land and in the oceans. And around 99% of our energy comes from renewable sources. It's also a true democracy when it comes to voting. Our presidents aren't always that great, but at least we the people choose them directly. Edit. I'm so glad to read everyone's comments about visiting my country and having a good time. Also, here is the article about the.
As a Mexican, I have to admit that our government has gone to dot, but we do have an amazing food culture.
As an Aussie, our diverse land of deserts, rainforests and bushland. The Australian outdoors is incredible.
Italy is art. There's art everywhere, literally. And we have sea, mountains, plains, hills, rock and sand, forests and cities, lakes, rivers, the old and the modern, perfectly balancing together. I love Italy. On the other hand, I hate the typical Italian way of reasoning. I don't hate people, I hate ignorant people who doesn't keep up with the new. So, like, 3/4 of the politicians are people who are in power to make a change in general. I do. Thanks for the silver. Didn't expect this to blow up like this. I'm a simple Italian. I'm asked what I love about my country. I say porcodio.
I'm proud of Finland's great education system, landscapes and so many other great things. And with the recent events, I'm proud how the government has put in their best effort to seize the spreading of the COVID-19.
New Zealand. Our current Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, in her 30s, mother to a toddler, and has led our country through a mass shooting, a volcanic eruption and pandemic with empathy and realism. She's real, she cares and she is absolutely nailing running our awesome country. Edited for spelling. Wow, so much aroha. I have never ever had a comment get this many upvotes or attention, nor have I ever received an award before. And oh my gosh, 2 golds. Thank you so much, kind people, for the awards. You have absolutely made my day.
As an Aussie, I'm proud that when Burger King tried to expand out from America into Australia, we made them change their name to Hungry Jack's for all their stores in Australia because of one really small fish and chip shop that already had the name Burger King.
Russian literature probably. It serves as a great example of our natural ability to turn our suffering into art and base our national culture on it. As an American who travels a lot. BBQ. Everywhere I go, people, mostly Europeans, talk about American food. And to be fair, we do have a pretty bad food culture. But not BBQ. I'm not talking grilling over sweet sauces and all that. I'm talking proper, slow, wood-cooked BBQ. We take the toughest cuts of meat and turn them into absolute perfection. I think BBQ ribs, beef and pork, and brisket stand up to any other country's traditional meats. Brisket in particular. A perfect Texas-style brisket doesn't hide behind anything. That is simply amazingly cooked meat. There is nothing pretentious about it. Some of the best is still cooked in repurposed equipment, handmade, cut up from scrap. Don't get me wrong. I love great food from all over. Traveling to eat is the thing that brings me the most joy. But good BBQ stands tall with the other great cuisines of the world.
Indian. Yoga and food. I have made so many friends here on Reddit, and my heart sparks with joy each time I hear them say they love Indian food. Chicken tandoori, palak paneer, naan, dal, dosa, sambar, jalebi, gulab jamun, and everything insanely delicious and mouth-watering that comes out of India. Also, yoga. I cannot. The world of fitness exist without yoga. I'm not a health freak and quite lazy come to think about it. A lot of physical activities don't come close to the effect yoga has on my lazy bum. And I certainly don't mind seeing all these new iterations of yoga pop up around the world. There's beer yoga, biryani yoga, doga, and whatnot. It's fun to hear and read about it. Total joy sharing two things from my country with the world.
USA is very big and in my opinion ideal for road trips. You can travel for hours and be in a new environment each day, all while being in the same country. You can maybe stop anywhere on the road and explore for a bit to find a secret spot that no one else will ever know about.
Czech Republic. We made first car with aerodynamic body back in 30s. We had the highest portion of car manufacturers per area. We invented Delnik. We make one of best 3D printers in the world. We make Bureco edit. Some other things I've remembered or that someone mentioned in comments. We gave good beer. Lots of word. Robot is Czech word. It comes from Old Czech word robota, which means work. JGR. We also had many amazing Art Deco buildings. Unfortunately, not many of them survive. Alois Mucha contact lens, founder of modern genetics. Mental Kingdom come deliverance arma factorio black hole.
Greece. Surprisingly great at handling this current coronavirus clusterfuck. I honestly didn't expect that the people here would take it seriously, but they have.
As a Nigerian, I don't know what to be proud of. Edit. I read a lot of your replies and I think I sound a bit ungrateful. You guys have a lot of good things to say about Nigeria and I really appreciate it. I guess it's easy to forget the good things because of the bad sometimes.
As a Taiwanese, I'm super proud of our government actually doing their job to prevent the pandemic from spreading and donating medical masks to other countries at the same time.
As a German, I am proud of our achievements in music, art and technology, of Made in Germany as a trademark of quality, of the way our country overcame its separation after the Cold War. And there are a lot of beautiful places here, the Alps in the south, pure white sanded beaches in the north.
Brazil, oh, what an amazing country. The replies on this commentary says everything. The cosign, from the rich man's house to the old lady in the favela. The diversity, both in nature and people. The music, that lots of people around the globe enjoy. The beauty, for sure is a beautiful country. The amazing people that lived here, I will not say names, because I don't want to write that many lines. The internet community, most of the community that speaks English are pretty nice. The humor, when it's bad, but when it's good it's really good. The crazy things that happen in here, as you can see in r/Brazil, the Brazil English speaker can confirm all of this. It's not perfect, actually it's far away from it. But we are Brazilians and we never give up. PS: sorry for my bad grammar, please don't come after me grammar police. Also the mess that this text is, I don't know how to write in Reddit.
I'm from Aruba. I'm proud of the traditional music here, as well as the multicultural culture. It also makes me happy that a very vast part of the population is multilingual, and everyone in general is always kind. Edit. Also, if you were interested in hearing some old traditional songs, here are a few. 1. Abo so Padu del Carib 2. Arubanita Padu 3. Atardi Padu. Padu was one of our beloved cultural fathers. 4. Dalia Padu 5. Eni Padu 6. You can search Grupo Diabetico, and you will find a lot of songs usually sung during PASCO Christmas and the whole of December. 7. Daragay, the song that is usually sung here during San Juan Dia di San Juan. 8. Bashawa by Lord Boxo. 9. Harrigan Golos Kai Bandabo Kair, popular here during Pasco, and many more TBH, but they are too many to write. For a bit more modern songs but that were popular here, check Paloma by Triple S. But out of these definitely check ABO, so if you haven't heard it because it is almost like our second anthem.
UK. Music. Radiohead, Joy Division, Autica, Aphex Twin. I also come from and live in Salford. I think Joy Division are genuinely special, so I like that. There's also the Smiths as Manchester-based and other bands people love, but I think just those four are really beyond everyone else.
Outside of folks living in dictatorial and oppressive regimes, I'll never understand the cynicism and embarrassment that many people seem to feel about the concept of national pride. My country's, America, education system taught me mathematics and how to read and how to write. Its medical system, much demonized though it is, saved me from being stillborn and saved my mom's life when she had a stroke. Its police system saved me from a rabid dog that tried to maul me as I was coming home one evening. Its parks nurtured my love of the outdoors and gave me somewhere to stretch my legs as well as my spirit. Its infrastructure has given me good roads, clean water, light, and the confidence to walk down the street safely my entire life. My country was the birthplace of jazz, one of my favorite musical genres, and the superhero, and 1,000 mechanical marvels. We had Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers, for crying out loud, which is pretty much the winning move in the contest of most wholesome people ever. Every country has problems, America included, but if I'm not proud of my country all the same.